Learn English through stories. Level 3. The Adventure of the Missing Necklace. Once upon a time in the bustling city of London, there lived a young detective named Emma Brown. Emma was renowned for her sharp mind and keen sense of observation. Her detective agency, nestled in a cozy corner of Baker Street, was always busy with clients seeking her expertise. Among the many cases she had solved, the one that challenged her the most was the case of the missing necklace. One bright and sunny morning, Emma was sipping her usual cup of Earl Grey tea when she received an urgent call from Lady Isabella, a wealthy woman known for her vast collection of precious jewels. Lady Isabella was in distress. Her most prized possession, a diamond necklace worth millions, had disappeared from her bedroom. Emma, sensing the urgency in Lady Isabella's voice, agreed to take the case immediately and set off for Lady Isabella's mansion. Upon arrival, Emma was greeted by Lady Isabella, a tall and graceful woman with an air of sophistication. She led Emma through the grand hallways of her mansion to the scene of the crime. The bedroom was a picture of elegance, with large windows that let in plenty of natural light, luxurious drapes, and ornate furniture. The necklace had been kept in a locked drawer inside a grand wooden wardrobe. There were no signs of forced entry, and the key was always with Lady Isabella. Emma began her investigation by questioning everyone in the mansion. The staff included a butler, a maid, a cook, and a gardener. Each of them seemed loyal and had been working for Lady Isabella for many years. Emma knew that appearances could be deceiving, so she kept her mind open to all possibilities. First, Emma spoke with the butler, Mr. James. He was an elderly man with a serious demeanor and a reputation for being meticulous. He insisted that he had been busy preparing for an important dinner party the entire evening and had not left the dining room. Emma noted his calm and composed behavior, but she didn't rule him out just yet. Next, she interviewed the maid, Anna. Anna was a young woman with a timid disposition, and she appeared nervous as she spoke. She mentioned that she had been cleaning the living room and had not gone upstairs at all. Emma found her anxiety suspicious, but decided to gather more information before jumping to conclusions. The cook, Mrs. Green, was a cheerful middle-aged woman who had been in the kitchen cooking all day. She seemed genuinely surprised when she heard about the theft. Emma couldn't find any reason to doubt her honesty, given her apparent shock and bewilderment. Lastly, Emma spoke with the gardener, Mr. Brown. He was a quiet man who spent most of his time outside tending to the gardens. He claimed that he had not even entered the mansion that day. His alibi seemed strong, considering the nature of his work. With no clear suspects, Emma decided to examine the crime scene more closely. She looked for any clues that might have been overlooked. After careful scrutiny, she found a small piece of fabric caught in the lock of the wardrobe. It matched the color of the maid's uniform. This discovery made Anna a prime suspect, but Emma knew she had to tread carefully. Emma decided to confront Anna again, this time with more intensity. Under pressure, Anna finally confessed. She admitted that she had taken the necklace, but only because she had been blackmailed by a man she met recently. He had threatened to harm her family if she didn't steal the necklace for him. Anna described the man as tall, with a scar on his left cheek and a menacing look in his eyes. Emma comforted Anna and assured her that they would catch the blackmailer. With Anna's help, they set a trap. They arranged a meeting with the blackmailer, pretending that Anna had successfully stolen the necklace. When the man arrived, the police, who had been waiting nearby, arrested him. The blackmailer, a known criminal named Victor Hale, had been on the police radar for some time. With his arrest, many other crimes were solved, and a dangerous man was taken off the streets. Lady Isabella was overjoyed to have her necklace back and thanked Emma for her excellent work. Emma, in turn, advised Lady Isabella to install a more secure safe for her valuables. Lady Isabella agreed and immediately took steps to improve her home's security, ensuring that such an incident would not happen again. As for Anna, Lady Isabella decided not to press charges against her, understanding that she had acted under duress. Instead, she helped Anna find a new, safer job where she wouldn't be vulnerable to such threats. Lady Isabella's generosity and understanding provided Anna with a second chance to rebuild her life. Emma returned to her office, satisfied with another case solved. She knew that her city was a little bit safer thanks to her efforts, and she looked forward to her next adventure. News of Emma's success spread quickly, and her reputation as a brilliant detective grew even stronger. In the days that followed, Emma received many letters and calls from people seeking her help. She tackled each case with the same dedication and skill that had made her famous. From tracking down stolen art to solving complex family disputes, Emma's work was never done, and so, the tale of the missing necklace ended happily, with justice served and lessons learned. Emma continued her work, always ready to tackle the next mystery that came her way. With her intelligence, compassion, and unwavering determination, she became a beacon of hope and justice in the city of London. The adventure of the Phantom Thief. Months passed since the resolution of the missing necklace case, and Emma Brown's reputation as a master detective continued to grow. She had solved numerous cases, each one more challenging than the last. But nothing could prepare her for the mystery that would soon come knocking at her door. One cold winter evening, as Emma was enjoying a cup of hot chocolates by the fireplace, she received an urgent telegram from Inspector Harris of Scotland Yard. The message was brief but alarming. Urgent, Phantom Thief strikes again. Need your expertise. Meet at 10 p.m. Scotland Yard. Intrigued and concerned, Emma donned her warmest coat and set off through the snowy streets of London. The wind was biting, but Emma's determination kept her warm. By the time she arrived at Scotland Yard, it was exactly 10 p.m. Inspector Harris greeted her at the door with a grave expression. "Emma, thank you for coming on such short notice," he said, leading her to his office. "We have a serious situation on our hands." Emma took a seat and listened attentively as Inspector Harris explained the case. "Over the past few months, we've been dealing with a series of high-profile burglaries committed by a criminal we've dubbed the Phantom Thief. He's incredibly elusive, leaving no clues behind, and he targets only the most secure and well-guarded treasures. His latest heist was at the British Museum, where he stole the priceless Star of India sapphire." Emma's eyes widened. The Star of India was one of the largest sapphires in the world, renowned for its deep blue color and flawless clarity. "How does he manage to bypass security systems and leave no trace?" she asked. "That's the mystery," Inspector Harris replied. "We've reviewed the security footage, and it's as if he just vanished into thin air. We need your expertise to figure out how he's doing it and, more importantly, how to stop him." Emma agreed to take the case and immediately began her investigation. She started at the British Museum, where she was granted access to the scene of the crime. The museum's security team had already combed through every inch, but Emma believed there were always details that could be missed by the untrained eye. As she walked through the museum's grand halls, Emma paid close attention to the security systems in place. She noticed the latest technology, from motion sensors to high-definition cameras. Yet, the Phantom Thief had managed to bypass them all. Emma scrutinized the footage herself, watching the heist over and over again. Something about the way the thief moved struck her as peculiar, almost otherworldly. Emma decided to delve deeper into the backgrounds of the previous targets of the Phantom Thief. She visited the scenes of the other crimes, interviewed security personnel, and analyzed patterns in the thefts. Each location had one thing in common: a security system designed by the same company, Titan Security. Emma arranged a meeting with Mr. Adrian Cross, the CEO of Titan Security. Mr. Cross was a tall, imposing man with a sharp intellect. He welcomed Emma into his lavish office and listened as she explained her findings. "Mr. Cross, I believe the Phantom Thief has intimate knowledge of your security systems. "Is there anyone in your company who might have that level of access?" Emma asked. Mr. Cross frowned. "Our systems are highly confidential, but there are a few senior engineers who know the ins and outs. I trust them implicitly, but I will provide you with their names and records." Emma thanked him and left with a list of potential suspects. She spent the next few days meticulously investigating each individual. One name, in particular, stood out: Dr. Victor Blackwood, a brilliant but eccentric engineer who had left Titan Security under mysterious circumstances a year ago. Dr. Blackwood was known for his expertise in security systems and his passion for puzzles and challenges. Emma decided to pay him a visit at his secluded home on the outskirts of London. The house was dark and foreboding, surrounded by tall, leafless trees that swayed in the winter wind. Emma knocked on the door, and after a few moments, it creaked open. Dr. Blackwood appeared, his eyes glinting with curiosity. "Miss Brown, I've been expecting you," he said with a smile that sent a chill down Emma's spine. Emma stepped inside, her senses on high alert. The house was filled with intricate gadgets and blueprints. "Dr. Blackwood, I'm here to talk about the Phantom Thief," she began. Dr. Blackwood chuckled. "Ah, the Phantom Thief. A fascinating case, isn't it? A master of stealth and deception, indeed. And I believe you know more about it than you're letting on," Emma replied, watching his reaction closely. Dr. Blackwood's smile widened. "You were perceptive, Miss Brown. Yes, I designed the systems that the Phantom Thief has so skillfully bypassed. But I assure you, I am not your thief." Emma wasn't convinced. "Then perhaps you can help me understand how someone could bypass such sophisticated systems without leaving a trace." Dr. Blackwood led Emma to his workshop, where he demonstrated various techniques for exploiting weaknesses in security systems. As he explained, Emma began to see how the Phantom Thief could have pulled off the heists. But she also realized something else. Dr. Blackwood was enjoying this too much. His fascination with the challenge was evident. "Why did you leave Titan Security, Dr. Blackwood?" Emma asked, trying to piece together the puzzle. Dr. Blackwood's expression darkened. "Creative differences. They were more interested in profits than innovation. I wanted to push the boundaries, to explore new possibilities." Emma sensed she was close to uncovering the truth. "And did you find those new possibilities, Doctor?" Dr. Blackwood met her gaze with a knowing look. "Let's just say, Miss Brown, that the world of security is full of surprises." Emma left Dr. Blackwood's home with more questions than answers. She was certain he was connected to the Phantom Thief, but she needed concrete proof. She decided to set a trap, using a valuable artifact as bait and enlisting the help of Scotland Yard. The trap was set at a private exhibition of rare gems, including a replica of the Star of India. Security was tighter than ever, with hidden cameras and plainclothes officers scattered throughout the venue. Emma herself took a position where she could observe everything without being seen. As the night progressed, Emma watched intently. Then, just after midnight, she saw a shadow move in the darkness. The Phantom Thief had arrived. He moved with incredible agility, avoiding every trap and sensor with precision. But Emma was ready. She signaled the officers to close in, blocking all exits. The thief, realizing he was cornered, made a desperate dash towards the main hall. Emma intercepted him, and in a swift move, pulled off his mask. To her shock, it was Dr. Blackwood. "You," Emma exclaimed. "Why, Dr. Blackwood?" Dr. Blackwood smirked. "For the thrill, Miss Brown, the ultimate challenge. To prove that no system is foolproof." The police took Dr. Blackwood into custody, and the stolen items were recovered. Emma felt a mix of triumph and sadness. Dr. Blackwood was a brilliant mind, but his obsession had led him down a dark path. Emma returned to her office, knowing she had made London a little safer once again. She reflected on the case and the fine line between genius and madness. She knew there would always be new challenges ahead, and she was ready to face them, one mystery at a time. And so, the adventure of the Phantom Thief came to an end, with justice served and lessons learned. Emma Brown continued her work, ever vigilant, ever curious, always ready for the next enigma to solve. Thanks for watching.